What's up, guys? So, today I'm just going to be rambling about inner work and why I think it is so important to work on yourself and to try to be the best version of yourself that you can be. I feel like it's such a cop out when people say that they like make excuses for themselves of like why they're not a good person or why they like do shitty things, and it's like, oh, well, they had a bad life or they're going through a hard time or whatever. At some point, you just have to take responsibility for yourself, for your actions, for your life, and like want to be better and want to make changes. And I got to that point. I think it was like 2016. I don't even know, but I was like, I want different for my life. I don't want to be like negative. I don't want to be surrounded by people who are miserable. Um, and I was starting to get into like the self help space and like coaches, and like pretty much everyone at the time was preaching like your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So I was like, oh, okay, so if I want my world to look different, like I have to be different on the inside. And so I started on my own little inner work journey, and I started reading all sorts of books and listening to podcasts, and I got a therapist and I was in coaching, and I just want to be the best version of myself. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm not trying to like, I don't know, be like anybody else. I know that I'm here for a purpose and I want to live my life to the fullest. And in order to do that, I needed to learn about myself, learn why I reacted the way I did to things, why I was calling in like weird energies. And I just was like, all right, here we go. We're going for it. So I hired my first coach in, let's see, 2021, and she talked about like the chakra system and energies, and that was like super eye-opening because I had like never really heard of any of that, and um like how each chakra in your body is like related to certain emotions and certain like behaviors and what have you. And I started going into that route, and then I started doing like mindset and subconscious work and got into hypnotherapy, and that really like that was that was it. That like digging deep into my limiting beliefs and like why I wasn't pursuing certain things or why I wasn't putting myself out there and getting to like the root cause of that. And then rewiring those subconscious beliefs through hypnotherapy was like game changing. Um, and the one thing that like really got me was mirror work, where you like sit in front of a mirror and like do some deep breaths and like open your eyes and like look into your own eyes, which is basically like you looking into your own soul. And the first time that I did mirror work, I literally could not look at myself without crying. Like I could not make eye contact with myself because I just felt like I didn't deserve to like be vulnerable and like know that part of myself. And so with practice, like I literally do mirror work every single day. Like I talk to my soul, like tell her she's great, tell her she's worthy, because there's been a lot of people in my life who have told me the opposite, and I don't want to believe them. I want to believe like myself. So that's been a game changer. And just really like taking the time to get to know myself and know what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy, and not drinking, not being on my phone all the time, not being around people all the time, like literally sitting with myself with a journal whatever, like doing a meditation, just being out in nature by myself has been a game changer. And since I've done like all this work on myself and like trying to improve myself and like get to know myself so I can interact better with others, it is so hard dealing with people who like refuse to look at themselves, like think that they're never the problem, think that they're projecting their shit onto everyone else. Like, it's so hard to deal with people like that. But then I have to remember, like, that was me a few years ago. Like, I never thought I was the issue. I blamed everyone else for my life being what it was. And it's like, no, like, I'm in control of my own life. My actions, my reactions are creating my reality. So, even though you want to be on this journey and you want to do your own work on yourself, like, not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone wants to take accountability. They just want to, like, blame the world for their problems. And in my opinion, doing inner work has been the absolute best thing for me. It's the best investments I've made on myself. I would do it over again because I'm so grateful that I'm at this point where I know I create my reality and like everyone else's opinions don't matter. Like, I know myself, I know my intentions, I know my heart, I know my motivations, and I'm going to do everything I can to be better than the person I was yesterday. So if you're, you know, sitting on the internet and like watching all these people like living their best life and you think that that can't be you, like it absolutely can. Like, you are in control of your life. Doing work on yourself will be the stepping stone to something really great. So, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you soon.